Hey everybody, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to WoW Classic Era Hardcore here on the Bloodsail Buccaneers server. The servers went down a moment ago actually. It was a little bit scary, it took a minute to get back in. Luckily I was standing here in Goldshire when it happened, so we weren't out there risking the biscuit in the wilderness for nothing. I picked up fishing, picked up blacksmithing, picked up mining, didn't grab a mining pick. Let's do that now.
I supply only the finest goods.
Well, I just care about you supplying mining picks right now, buddy. Let's go here and let's turn on find minerals. Okay, there we go. And the first thing we need to do is we need to go down and we need to do the farm stuff. Young lovers. Yeah, let's go over here first. At least I think that's the way to do it. We will find out. Now, we are not in a hurry to get these quests done, and we are just going to fight stuff along the way. I'm planning to do plenty of grinding in this run. Not necessarily like we're going to grind for an hour, but you know, 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there. Stuff like we've been doing so far. I really enjoy just kind of being in an area and spending a little bit of time there. Making a goal, you know, let's finish off the level, let's get half a level, things like that. It's going to be stuff that we do a little bit more of than we've done before, because the biggest thing that's killed me so far that hasn't been just respawns popping on top of us, a lot of times has been just impatience with things. And so, you know, I have to take care of my own impatience and realize that we have to go a little bit slower. If we're serious about living, which we are, then we need to go a little slower. This level 9 bear is, you know, probably too much for us right now. It's not exactly safe, is it? We don't need to get killed to a level 9 bear. Thankfully, we're level 7. You know, you could get here and be level 5 or 6. And then something like this kills you. Auto loot is just acting up. Everything's kind of acting up. Yeah, it's unchecked for some reason. So weird. Must have been that server crash.
How are you? See you around.
We need to save the chunks of boar meat, I believe, for cooking. And this is where the joy of like those other professions comes in, where like we can have cooking, we can have a dual purpose, just randomly killing enemies. I'm gonna leash this bear. I really don't want to fight it, especially a little bit low on resources. And yeah, see, he leashed pretty easily.
Hey there. Have a good one. You need something?
It was the princess quest that
See
killed
you later.
our first paladin, because I thought we could kill princess and her entourage at level 9 because I'm an idiot. So we won't be doing it that way again. I suppose that people do like the naked challenge, which is like where you don't equip any gear. Now that being said, you have to equip weapons, right? Obviously there's weapons equipped. I don't think I'll ever be that hardcore. If I had a level 60 of every class and hardcore had just become easy for me somehow, if I had transcended normal mortal behavior, then sure, we could do like a challenge run, but we're still trying to get a normal run under our belt. Yeah. And I'd recommend to anybody to get a normal run under your belt first before you try to do like a naked run. I'm assuming the person behind us has like 4 level 60s. That's all I can assume. Probably could have healed up before this one. Didn't really anticipate the respawn, but was willing to take advantage of it anyway.
How are you? See you around.
Well met. Farewell.
Alright, back to the other farm we go. We do have a copper vein here. I would love to get some copper. A boop! That's right, it's hardcore. I gotta get some resources. We're not gonna get any... I thought we could share it. I thought we can get a tag in. I let people tag mine, you know, if somebody runs up and I'm mining, I will let them get a hit in, because I feel like that's polite. But we just didn't get there soon enough, you know? We didn't get there quick enough. I'm sure they wouldn't have minded sharing if we had just got that hit in a little sooner. It's gonna be hard to get ore with this many people around. It's gonna be easier for me if I can get on during the day, but like I said, with Joyous Journeys going on and me wanting to play hardcore, it's like I have to play something at night. Maybe maybe I can split it. I really don't like splitting it. See, they got that ore too. Oh, this goes... Okay, we should have came here first, I think. So, yeah, that's fine. I think we can get the meat we need over there. Oh, we have all the meat we need because we're just awesome like that. We've been stockpiling the meat. I didn't realize that the meat we needed for the quest was just the standard meat that they drop. I mean, that makes perfect sense now that I think about it. I just never actually thought about it before. There's something crazy addictive about WoW Hardcore. You know, I felt really crushed when the mage died.
Good Good day to you.
I felt really crushed for like a couple hours, and then I was like, I want to get back in. I want to roll another character. I want to go again.
Have a good one.
And people are like, take a break, just take a break. I'm like, yeah, I don't need a break. You know, it's like, it is emotionally disturbing for like a couple of hours, right? That's how I take it. When one of my characters dies in the 20s, like, I'm pretty down about it, like, obviously for a little bit. And then I just get over it. What I really want is to play again. I want to get back in. And it's crazy that this is the way that I enjoy this game the most now. It's like, it has the most immersion, you know, the most meaning, and therefore the most value for my time. I get the most enjoyment out of it. And so I didn't want to take a break, and I don't know when Blizzard is going to pop their servers out. Summer starts June 20th. It ends September 20th, so that's like a 3-month period. There we go, we now have everything we need to venture into the mine. We don't have to do that right away. We don't have to do that right away, and everything I've been learning about hardcore and playing the game this way tells me that we really shouldn't do anything right away. What's our inventory looking like? We have a vendor over here, which we will take advantage of before we leave this farm. But for now, let's kill some boars. We need to stockpile some meat for cooking. We just need to grind some XP up in general. So that's what we're going to do right now. And we will be headed over to Kharanos at some point on this character to do some quests out of the Dwarven area as well. That's going to be absolutely essential to getting to a point where we're working on mainly green quests and where we're fighting mainly green enemies. Because that's kind of one of the pillars of succeeding at hardcore. I feel like when the world is full of players and you get to see people running around doing stuff, it's so much easier to stand in an area and grind than when you're playing an empty game. I don't know why or what it is, but when I can just be standing and fighting and I just get to see other humans enjoying the game the way that I'm enjoying the game, it just bolsters me, you know? It just makes me feel like I'm fine just sitting here and fighting. It's a really unique feeling. Here's the thing I've been thinking about too. What would be sad and what would be kind of messed up is if after the Blizzard hardcore servers release, Bloodsail Buccaneers is dead. That would be messed up. And it would be... It's weird because they're both Blizzard servers, right? It's like Blizzard competing with Blizzard. You know, they have a server where people are playing hardcore with an add-on. Now they're going to open some official servers, and it's like, it's going to take people away from this server? But since this is like a Blizzard server anyway, it's not like it's hurting it would hurt the community here, right? But what does that mean exactly? It's a hard position to be in, you know. When I see that this server is still so active, even though, you know, we know Blizz official servers are coming, it makes me aware of the fact that, like myself, the people who enjoy this game mode most, they just don't want to really do anything else, and they don't want to stop doing this, most of all. They don't want to stop doing it to wait for the Blizzard official, you know. They don't want to stop doing it to go back to Wrath and play Joyous Journeys. They just want to keep doing this. And I totally get it. Because it's where I want to spend most of my time too, in WoW right now. Just on the farm farming, you know, good old fun. I would like to ding, I think, before we head into the mine. I might even just go back to town and get our level 8 abilities before we go into the mine. I feel like that would be prudent, and something we've been bad at doing in the past. If we travel around a bit, we might have a chance of getting some copper while we fight stuff. But this is such a good area to fight in that I'm hesitant to go anywhere else right at this moment. We're also getting meat, which we won't get from the bears and from the spiders if we're fighting them in the rest of the forest. And we have quite a bit of meat going. Level 22 mage in Red Ridge Mountains, man, I feel that so much. I feel that level 22 death so much. It really is true that, like, respawns notwithstanding, because sometimes respawns get you killed. Respawns notwithstanding, you are your own worst enemy in hardcore. It's absolutely a fact. I am my own worst enemy for certain. You guys leave comments like, that was a stupid move that was totally avoidable. I'm like, yeah, I agree, actually. I agree. Now, that's not how every death has gone. There have been some deaths that, you know, we try to plan well, we try to be careful, and then 2 casters respawn and just murder us with fireballs. You know, that happened to the warrior. We were being pretty careful. Now, we weren't zoomed out all the way, so maybe we'd have had a second to see them come into the world and maybe reposition. Who really knows, you know? One of the big reasons, you know, why I won't step away from hardcore is because I don't want the reflexes and the thought processes to go away. I don't want to forget anything that I've learned because it has been... It's painful to learn. You know, when you learn, it's because you've lost a character. And when you change, it's because you've lost a character. And I don't want to just toss it away and say, oh yeah, I'll revisit hardcore in 3 months. No. No, and that's not, for me, that's not how I enjoy things that I love. I don't want to step away from something I love, even if it gets hard. Yes! Yes! I knew it would happen. I knew it would happen. We got our first small pouch. Small red pouch. It's not a gray one, so we're not cursed. Okay, that's good. See? Look at that. We're doing some grinding. We're getting a bag. We're getting meat for our professions. All is well. We're not under any duress of getting murdered. Farming on non-aggressive enemies at your level is great because you can fight something at your level and you don't have to be worried about 2 other things at your level respawning behind you and murdering you. So yeah, that's definitely something to keep in mind. Grind on non-aggressive enemies when you can. If you are going to do some grinding, non-aggressive enemies is the way to go. Will that always be possible? I mean, if you looked hard enough, it probably would be, right? I am going to vendor some stuff right now before I forget.
I supply only the finest
We're keeping the meat, obviously.
Have a good one.
Okay guys, that's level 8. Let's head back to town. We're going to train level 8. We're going to do a little bit of cooking to clean up our inventory. And then we will head back to the mine and do all the stuff in the mine. And we'll be just a little bit more powerful than we would normally be going into there. Because of the grinding we've done. Both here and back in Northshire Valley, it is starting to pay off already. Now eventually we're just going to have to get to a point where we can get some copper going on, because right now that's what it seems like. It's going to be hard to find resources out in the world with all these people around. It's a double-edged sword. It's worth it to have all the people. I would never trade the people for more copper. What I would want to see is like maybe spawn more copper nodes, maybe increase the respawn rate of copper. Just, you know, increase the spawn rate of the resources in the world when we know there's going to be tons of people, especially in the low-level zones, because everybody's in the low level. You get up to like the 20s and 30s and you have less competition, right? But I think especially in these areas, we need to just crank up that respawn rate on the herbs and on the mining nodes.
Hello. See you around.
Could we get that crystal kelp now? I'm not sure. Depending on what our level 8 abilities are, we could try some of those Murlocs. Now the Murlocs have killed a couple level 6 and 7 characters for us. So I'm not super excited. It would be nice to have that before we head back down to the farms again. That kind of...
You need something?
It will reduce how many times we have to go there. You know, is that worth it? I don't know. Can we cook in here? We should probably just do our cooking back in the inn. That would be the smartest move. Let's train level 8 first. Since our trainer is over here.
What can I do for you?
Parry. It's good to be able to parry. Yeah. Purify. Removing a disease and poison. Okay. And interrupt. Okay. Hammer of Justice is the interrupt.
Alliance.
That's huge. To have an interrupt so early. It's on a 1 minute cooldown, but it's still fine. Just to have anything to stop casters from healing themselves or healing others is great. Now the scary thing is I don't have this out on the bar yet. I need to have this out right now. That has to go there. It should probably just be clickable. Because if I need it, I'm probably going to be in a panic mode. So I need to just be able to click it with my thumb. All my F keys are bound to my Logitech G600 mouse. So when you're seeing these F keys, I'm hitting all of them just by moving my thumb minusculely. And that's how I have my mouse keys bound. Okay, let's see here. Let's open up our spell book. Let's get we'll drag fishing out here for later. We need to get did we not learn? I didn't learn cooking yet because I'm an idiot. We are running out of silver, but it's fine. Now we can pull cooking out to the bar. Campfire we don't need right now. And let's just get all these made. That's actually quite a bit. It's gonna give us some food. We'll keep a hold of a stack of it. I think we're gonna have a little bit more than one stack. And then we'll sell the rest. I feel like taking professions also just gives you time in town to decompress. Like when you want to work on professions, it's so weird. The towns, you feel the safety of the town, right? You're like, okay, I'm in the village, I'm in Goldshire, nothing can kill me here short of like major griefing. And professions are a good excuse to spend some time in safety. You know, you let your mind decompress, let the stress kind of ease out of your body a bit. So when you head back out, you're just kind of a little bit more chill and not as prone to make mistakes. That's the intention, right? It's the best possible outcome.
Well met.
We will sell the one, and now we can actually learn the brilliant small fish and get that out of our inventory. So that when we do start fishing, we'll have an easy recipe to cook said fish. Let's go take a look at these Murlocs and see if this is something that's going to be possible or if we do need to wait. Right over here is my fishing spot in Elwyn. Yeah, see, it's a very popular fishing spot. Oh man, I want to do some fishing. Maybe I'll get on later and do some nighttime fishing. That could be fun. That being said, serious business, we are here for some reason it's not tracking them. We've been tracking objectives on the map just fine, so I'm a little bit confused, slightly worried about what that means. That we're just not tracking any. I mean, Questie is tracking the quest, we're tracking the quest here. Yeah, it's just not popping up any objectives on the minimap, which is highly irregular. We don't need them, but it makes me wonder if I have a Questie problem or a setting, or if everything is so dead that it can't pop anything up. Doesn't seem to be the case, because I do see living Murlocs. It's like, do we go over to these islands? Sure, I mean, they look completely decimated, so... You know, we might get some hyper spawns dropped on us, I guess. But right now we got nothing. We got lots of players looking for Murlocs is what we've got. I don't think I've ever seen it like this, where there's not a single Murloc up or just spawning in immediately. And we've come all the way over here. Wow, okay. Interesting, interesting. I'd love it just if it just dropped the whole village back in right on all four of us right now. We could definitely take... Maybe we're not going to be doing this right now just because of scarcity of mobs. Maybe that's what's going to keep us from doing this, is because I don't want to spend all my time here, you know? When we could be grinding... I don't really want to spend all my time here. So yeah, there's that. Let's head back to the mine, I think. I think that's going to be our best bet, is just to go to the mine right now and hope that at least down there, I think the kobolds respawn fast enough. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with these Murlocs. Why they're not just popping back in. There's a lot of players there that seem to be killing them all instantly, so... We'll just revisit that another time anyway. I'm sure a lot of you guys were like, no, don't do the Murlocs. No, don't do it, Rambles. So we'll wait. We are going to start heading more to the west. We're going to head to the mine. I know we're like engaging stuff that's higher level, but I don't think it can do a lot to us as long as we're getting it in isolation and we're not getting back attacked by the bears. We should be okay. And it's like the kind of fight as you travel kind of thing. Like, it's not the same as grinding, but it's like a way to get just a bunch of extra experiences to fight everything in your way. And I definitely just have to start playing more like that, you know? It's funny because that's kind of how I played vanilla back in the day. It was like I read the official Bradley or Brady. It was the Brady strategy guide. The official, you know, the strategy guides they put out in like the late 90s, early 2000s. And, you know, you had to get the strategy guide. So the strategy guide for vanilla World of Warcraft, you know, told me that you fight everything as you go. You don't take the road, you go off-road to your objective, and you fight everything in your path. And that is how you are victorious. And so I took that to heart, man. I read that strategy guide front to back so many times when I first started playing the game because it was like this amazing new world to me, and any information I could glean about the world was so meaningful to me. And yeah, that's how I played. I just kind of fought everything in my way, and eventually I played with my friends, and then they started to kind of get me out of that habit, you know, just go to the objective, do what you gotta do, move on to the next. I'm not saying that playing with IRL friends ruined my early enjoyment of the game. It changed the way I played the game into something that would not have been how I would have played naturally. You know what I mean? Alright, let's see what kind of action we have going on here at the Fargo Deep Mine. We could go in the side entrance here. We've got a couple of levels on some of these guys. I don't really like that they're dragging those over to us. I'm going to kind of peel out here. I'm not in a position to really be able to help, but they're going to have to fend for themselves here. Lots of people here. Okay, this is going to be interesting. We'll definitely be able to get the gold and the candles, no problem. Will we get the necklace from Goldtooth? That I can't say. We're still not showing objectives. So strange. We could check Questie options. This is not the place to do it. Enable map icons, enable mini-map icons. It's busted. Straight up busted. Was working, isn't working now, so. We don't need them, obviously. We know there's guys in here, but it's just kind of weird to me that it's not working. There's a line here, which means that this is not a line. The line is not a line. We can't see bubbles, but everybody else can, so. But yeah, the line is not a line. I don't respect non-lines. So there's that, you know, like, if I were to run through here and be able to get a tag off on Goldtooth, I would. Like, everybody did the same shit just now, you know, everybody tried to hit it. It's incredible to me how fast people react. It's like, I wonder if it's an add-on thing that tells them exactly, like, if it gives you a countdown of when this stuff's gonna respawn. It's gotta be something like that. Because every time I see people camping bodies like that, they all react so quick. And I have no MS. I have zero fucking latency, okay? There's like, you know, there's no way. It's a latency issue, so it just has to be, an add-on issue or something. Or maybe they're spamming like a target macro. I don't really know. They're bots. They're all bots, obviously. What's the deal with this shovel? What's this? This is a two-handed mace, and it's better than what we have. So we are now a kobold miner. We've equipped our shovel, and we're off to work. A shovel is a weapon, man. Like, if you need a weapon, and you need a melee weapon, and you got a shovel, you're doing okay. You're doing, especially if you're fighting kobolds. So if you're fighting giant ratmen, like 3-foot tall ratmen, then yeah, a shovel's gonna work just fine. I'd say you swing it hard enough, and a shovel will work just fine for most threats. I am aware of the fact that we're kind of alone here right now, which is unsettling and odd, but I think everyone's like trying to get Goldtooth. I think everyone is trying to get Goldtooth. I would rather not waste my time, and I would rather just grind out some experience doing a different quest. You know, just grinding anywhere else in the entire world besides waiting for Goldtooth to come up. That being said, if he pops up and we just happen to hit him by doing one of those, then that's awesome. Maybe we just stand here for a minute and we see what it's all about. Oh, I could have got that. Oh, we got the miner. See, they knew. They knew this wasn't him. Nobody attacked this miner, right? And if they were just trying to attack respawns, they would have attacked the miner. So that's not what they're doing. They're not sitting here waiting to attack whatever spawns in. There's something else at play. Something else is at play. The line, you're saying stuff, but I don't care. The line isn't a line. You guys get in a line, and I'll walk away. But while you're just all standing here trying to hit this thing, then I can do the same exact thing. See, they're not aiming for these guys. They know the spawn order. They're tracking it somehow. That's all I can think of. Because me, I'm just trying to hit anything, right? I'm just trying to hit anything. And that's why I keep hitting the workers. We got him. We got him and I don't feel bad. Everyone's doing the same shit. There we go. Bernice's necklace. Now we leave. Now we leave it alone. And we let other people get it. So yeah, just spamming judgment worked. It goes off instantly as soon as it detects the target, I guess. Mining mallet is a one-hander. And you guys saw me walk away from a line in episode 1. If somebody forms a cohesive line, there's lots of people. I'm not going to try to cut in front of the line. But if I see 3 people standing about a room, that isn't a line. I don't have to wait for anybody in that scenario, you know? You don't have to wait for anybody even with a line. It's just that's your choice to whether to do that or not. I would never hold it against somebody who like tags an enemy faster than me. I don't get upset about it, you know, it's just what happens.
Hey there. See you later.
Okay, that being said, we still have a lot of work to do down here. You know, we still have lots of candles to get, lots of gold dust. So our work is not done, but I'm thinking we could try to stay outside. Everybody probably has a similar idea though. I'd like to be somewhere where I can get some copper. If I can just tap 1 copper node at some point today, that would feel pretty good. Do we want to go in the side entrance over here? Let's maybe grab this tunneler. See, this is not a good farming spot because there aren't enough enemies alive at any one time. So here, I think we get what we need for the quest and we get out. And if we wanted to farm, we'd have to find just a different area to do it in. Because this is never going to work for a farm spot. It'll work to get the quest done, and probably barely at that. This guy's a Vade bug. That's absolutely amazing. I don't really know what happened to him. Maybe we hit him too soon after he respawned and he just kind of got stuck. I'll point out that they still have not formed a line. Level 8 warrior. Go right again. Go. Don't even think about it. Don't even blink. I wonder if he got killed in that mine. I wonder where else would be dangerous enough in Elwyn except for maybe the Murlocs. We could, to Goldtooth. No! That was one of the guys who just pulled gold. Is this because you don't have a line? No, and no one's gonna help because they all get so pissed off because they're not in line either. But they get pissed off that somebody else besides them got the enemy. And so whoever it aggroes, it's like people don't touch it. It's like, oh, it's gonna kill that guy, and it seemed like nobody helped him. That's rough. I mean, I would have stuck around and helped if I'd known that was gonna happen. Are we gonna get this copper? Holy crap, we're gonna get this copper. That's the first copper that we've been able to get. There we go. Skill increased to 2. Failed attempt. Good. Failed attempt again. This is great. Stay away from my copper. No, if someone else can get in here. Oh, it was only 2. Well, I'm glad we got both of them in that case. It was only a 2-hitter. Alright, we could go back to town. We could just hearth back. It's not really a big run, but we don't use our hearthstone very much as it is, so we might as well. Inventory is looking pretty full anyway. Let's vendor before we deal with turning in any of the quests.
Greetings. Go with honor, friend. Light be with you. Light bless you.
How are you? See you around. Hey there. Safe travels.
Alright, I think at this point it would be a decent time to get over into the dwarf area. Level 8, we can go to Kharanos, and most of the stuff there should be like level 5 to 8. So we should be able to take a bunch of quests, and we should have a lot of stuff that we can do over that way. And we're going to take the same philosophy with us once we get over there, as we're going to find good farming spots, and there are going to be times when we just farm and just gain experience and gain meat for the cooking and all that good stuff. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to go... We'll turn in the breadcrumb that we just got, and then we'll go get on the tram and take a ride over to Ironforge. Definitely worth it to stop and get this iron. And by iron... Oh no! Somebody else already up there getting it, and it was so out of the way I thought for sure that one was going to be safe.
You need something? Have a good one.
Let's see how lucky we are going to get with the tram. Did they just leave? Or will they be here soon? There are two of them alternating, so you never really have to wait too long. This might have been a just left type of scenario. Yeah, we kind of have to watch both ways here. Has anyone else ever jumped on the tram and just expected the tram to keep going and then just to kind of hang listlessly in the air for a minute and then get dropped to your death? I know that's not at all how physics works, but sometimes I get worried. Now we do have to make sure to grab the flight point here before we run out of Ironforge, because we're not going to naturally have the flight point.
You got my attention. Off with you. Alright, out into the snowy wilderness we go. It has been a little while since we've been here. Got that pretty mellow sunset light going on. Very nice. I think we can kind of expect that from this playthrough, as I do think I'll be playing this a lot more in the evenings than I have played other playthroughs. I really like how busy it is. I like getting the skyboxes in a little bit of a different time of day than what we usually see. I love the deep shadows that you can really feel in the world. The sense of like, it's literally dark where light doesn't touch is nice and immersive, you know? Everything's not all bright and lit up, regardless of where the sun position's at. The sun has gone down here. Very, very pretty. Lots of stuff to do in Kharanos starting at level 6 it looks like. We've got Steel Girl's Depot over here, but we're going to get a breadcrumb, I think, to go out there. So let's not go out there before we get the breadcrumb. Let's pick everything up. And we'll just kind of take inventory of what we have. It's not like we don't have room in the quest log at this point to do that. They're in the middle of a little RP, I think. Oh, there we go.
Alrighty then.
Perfect. That's one of the highest level ones that we'll do here, so that's kind of like the benchmark of like towards the end of this area almost. At least this part of the area. We do have stuff further out to the west. By west here I mean east. We have this stuff. Level 11 is as high as it gets, it looks like. Beer-basted boar ribs, 6 cragboar ribs and a rhapsody malt. This is tools for steel grill. This takes us over to the depot. Let's run over there really quick and then we're going to run back.
What's on your mind?
8 Wendigo mains.
How are you?
4 chunks of boar meat, 2 thick bear furs.
See you soon.
These guys are trying to outfit their siege engines so that they can get nice and cozy on their next mission.
Here there. Off with you. What can I do for you?
And
What's
ammo
your
for
bag?
Rumbleshot. We'll have to find the ammo and then we will be taking it out to his little camp to the west. That is one is actually to the west. Not east-west. West-west. And is this the Frostmane Hold? Yeah, this is
How are ya?
Frostmane Hold. Okay. So yeah, we got some low-level stuff. We got some high-level stuff. Lots of stuff here we can do. But this is going to be a pretty good place for us to take a bit of a break for today. I'm going to park it here at the inn. And we'll pick things up tomorrow. I feel pretty good so far. You know, coming here at level 9 is good. We'll find some spots to do some grinding here, similar to what we've done in Northshire and in Elwyn. And we'll get ahead of the curve, and the plan is to stay ahead of the leveling curve this time, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. If you are enjoying the series so far, leaving a like, subbing to the channel, and ringing that bell would help me out a lot, and I very much appreciate those that do. Everybody take care of yourselves out there, and take care of each other, and we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.